What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I got a fun video here for you. We are going to be changing the intake setup on my MK8 GTI, and we got a brand new little product to test out. That new product is this one right here. This is Unitronic's brand new turbo inlet adapter made out of billet aluminum, and this thing looks absolutely fantastic. But you guys know, we can't just install the inlet adapter on the car. We gotta do something more than that. We're gonna actually be installing their full carbon fiber intake setup along with this new inlet adapter. I got it laid out on the bench. Let's go check it out. And there you have it, guys. We got everything laid out on the bench here. So as you can see, we are not just installing that inlet today. We had to go with their intake setup, or we didn't have to. You could just buy the pipe here, the turbo inlet, and made it with the factory airbox. But you know, that's not what we wanted to do. I wanted to get my hands on this intake for quite a while here. And first impressions of not only the airbox, but the front kind of airbox here, or this inlet piece, the quality is absolutely amazing. And over my time of installing Unitronic components on my car, that is something that's always been like on the forefront. Every initial impression I always get is the quality is there. You know, you pay a little bit more for the product, but you're paying for a quality product. Every piece I have on the car right now has been amazing from Unitronic, so I have high hopes for this one, guys, and we will see by the end of the video if those hopes are met. But yeah, initial impressions, guys, you can see the filter down in there. That's exactly how it comes. You don't have to do really any assembly here. It's all bolted in. Filter's already in there. We have the little breather filter here that we're gonna install. And then you get, you know, your necessary clamps and a new seal for that turbo inlet. And then you also get some sealant to go around here. So you get a seal there with some extra hardware. We'll figure all that stuff out. But initial impressions here on the bench, it looks fantastic. Like, it looks amazing, and I cannot wait to get this on the car. So I think that's enough talking, guys. Let me pop the hood. We'll show you what we got right now, and then we're gonna start installing this. I can't wait. If you've been watching some of my previous videos, you guys know we don't have the factory airbox installed here. In fact, it's still sitting in the wall of doom there. We have the airbox and the intake pipe over there. This is gonna be really simple, guys. We have a couple little bolts up here, 1, 2. We have obviously our clamps for the piping, and then we have another hose clamp and a little screw. But other than that, it's not gonna be too bad to pull this existing one off and install the Unitronic one. So let's just get straight into it. Let's start with the easy stuff, shall we? So I got 2 little bolts to take off right here. I guess they're screws. They're not really bolts. Too big. Just right. I guess we will remove our engine cover just for ease. We got one more back here. There we go. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, real quick, this is something I wanted to show you guys. Now this is the intake tube that we just pulled off, right? You guys can see the oil in there, and you can see it's like dripping right there. So oil is naturally gonna build up in this intake tube, right? That's not really the problem I have with the intake that's on the car, was on the car up until like a minute ago. The problem is that it doesn't make a good enough seal with this turbo inlet adapter, and so it ends up leaking down the backside of the engine. So there's a few ways you could probably remedy this. One of the ways would be with an oil catch can. If you had a nice catch can set up on this car which caught most of that oil before it got into the intake, that would stop the problem because you simply wouldn't have as much oil in the intake. Or we could just get an inlet adapter that seals properly, and that wouldn't stop the oil from being there, but it would stop it from leaking down the backside of the engine. And granted, it's not that much oil, not a huge deal, but it's just enough to bother me. So we're gonna see with this new inlet if that problem still persists or if we're good and this solves it. One reason I think this will solve the problem is the tolerances, I hope, are tighter, being that it's billet aluminum. And also, you can see the grooves in this connection, right? You know, each groove here is gonna grip onto that silicone pipe and hopefully stop it from leaking the oil. You can really cinch that baby down. But we will test it out, guys. We will test it out. That's just my theory in my head. Anyways, back to the install. All right, then we have one screw on top of this inlet holding this thing in, and that is a T30. All right, now we should be able to rotate it and pull it off. There we go. All right, now before we can install this beautiful little turbo, Jesus, there's a knife in my hand. Before we can install this nice little billet inlet adapter, we gotta put on the seal, which is nice. You know, obviously Unitronic gives you a new seal there. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna place this into the groove and work it in. Super easy, just like that. Now we're good to install, so let's see if it fits. All right, so I know this is not gonna be the perfect view for you guys, but I'm gonna try to line this up. Push that in. Oh my God, like a glove. It fits awesome, which, guys, I shouldn't expect anything less from Unitronic, man. Wow. All right, let's get that little T30 in there. Wow. All right, guys, let's get this tube kind of lined up. We're not gonna fully install it here. We gotta put our clamp on first, don't forget that. And I'm using kind of the smaller of the two clamps that's included. The larger one's gonna go on this side. But let's just slide that on. That will just keep super loose so we can still manipulate this tube. And for the next part, we gotta jump over to the bench because we have a couple things to install on the Airbox before we install it on the car. So the first thing, we'll start off with the easiest, is just these little clips here. These are actually for the coolant hose that's gonna go, I'll just set that there, on top, and we're just gonna work these in. There we go. There we go, both of those are installed. Then we're gonna be looking at the Airbox because we have a gasket that we have to install around this portion of the Airbox here. We're just gonna be kind of pushing this on around the Airbox, but I kind of wanna have the seam for this on the bottom, so I'm gonna kind of do that on purpose and start there. Once we put that seal on, we're gonna install these bushings here as well that go in to this slot, this one here, and then we got one over here as well. But we'll do that after we put the seal on. Okay, so after a few minutes, we ended up getting this bushing in here. I actually ended up taking off this metal bracket here out of the intake because I was worried I was gonna snap something. And I just wanted to be real careful with it. So I took this off and kind of pressed it in. But now we are in there and this one is not coming out. So that's perfect. We have the seal on and in place. I think we are ready to install that front Airbox and get everything on the car. So let's make it happen. Guys, I think we're clipped in and ready to go. All we gotta do is kind of fasten up a few things. But before we start tightening everything down, there's one thing that I almost missed, and that is gonna be the little breather filter here that we gotta clip on to this hose here. It comes with a little zip tie that we'll do, but there's also one other thing which I just started, and it's gonna be a little tough for you guys to see, but there's a little like nipple underneath this hose where my finger is, and you gotta put the breather line, this right here that we took off before, and you're gonna connect it up to this little guy here, right there. And it's like the perfect length too, so we're good. And then to finish up, we're just gonna snap on this little breather right like that. Well, I think that's it, guys. We got everything tightened down here. Our hose clamp is tight. That awesome inlet right down there. Nothing's hitting over here. This hose clamp tight. We're super solid on all three mounts. coolant hose is clipped in, and we got our 2 little 3mm screws connected. I think it's looking absolutely fantastic. I think that's louder than the open intake I just had. That can't be right. We gotta go take it for a drive and see. Well guys, we're in the car. It's about time to take it for our first test drive with that Unitronic inlet in there and the full carbon fiber intake. I'm super excited. So we're starting out here now in just normal drive mode. I guess we'll pull out in front of this car. He was coming around pretty quick. Not the best. And I don't know if you guys can really hear it the way that I can hear it. I have you guys on the lapel, the wireless mic right now, but we'll set you up with some other microphone goodies here in just a little bit. But man, I've been driving it for a few minutes now. I literally pulled out of the house, drove it down the street, just trying to get the engine temperatures up a little bit. And man, it's a really nice sound. I'm gonna say that it's not as loud as like the open air intakes that you get on the market, right? Which would make sense. It's a closed intake. But I was, to be honest, expecting significantly quieter than what I had on the car prior to this. And you guys know what brand that is. That was an open intake, so I expected it to be way quieter, and it's not. I actually think just driving it around here, you're hearing that boost kind of build up. It has I don't know how to explain it yet, and maybe I will as I keep driving it, but it almost has like a better sound, almost like a more refined sound than the other intake did. And I don't know if that's just in my head or what, but yeah, first impressions with drive mode here, just kind of putting along. You know, you get on the pedal a little bit and you let off. And man, you hear the blow-off sound. I almost think the blow-off sound might be a little bit more prominent in this intake versus the previous one. All right, so I decided to crack the windows a little bit for this run in sport mode and change up you guys' view so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So you guys are still on my mic right on my chest here, so that's what we're dealing with. I'm gonna drop it into manual mode here. Go back to third gear and see what you guys can hear as I get on it. Woo. Yeah, that blow-off sound is just awesome. See, I'll slow down a little bit here. You do a second gear. Ooh, pop out the back. Ooh. We're also on a mix at E45, so wow. Slow it down in here though. We got big boaters coming through. Yeah guys, I'm impressed. I think this is an awesome setup. I think this intake is slept on for sure, but with the new inlet and the beautiful carbon fiber, man. I mean, I'm excited just to take this thing to a car show, pop the hood. We have that intake now. We have the flex fuel module, the Uniflex. But before we go, I want to get you guys one more pull or maybe a few more pulls with the microphone actually on the outside of the car. See if I can get you guys a really good sound clip of what this intake sounds like from the outside. Well guys, there you have it, my install and first impressions of Unitronic's new turbo inlet adapter and their awesome looking carbon fiber intake system. I've been wanting this intake for a while guys, and it definitely did not disappoint. Installation was straightforward no matter how I made it look. Very simple to do, and we'll see what that inlet looks like in a few weeks, a month. I will revisit it with you guys, give you guys an update on that. But first impressions guys is that the build quality is top notch. Installation was very easy, and so far I'm loving it. I think that the sound from this system is great, especially for a closed air intake. You guys might have noticed that underneath that airbox there is a kind of a groove in there to maybe let a little bit more induction noise through, so you hear a little bit more. But guys, comparing it to the open air intake I had before on the car, it might be a tad bit quieter, but I think the overall sound profile is much better. It's like much cleaner. I don't know how to put that. Hopefully it comes out in video here guys. If it doesn't, you'll hear it in all my future videos. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. It really lets me know if you guys are enjoying the content. Plus, if you guys want to see more on this whole build series we have going on with the MK8 GTI, make sure you hit the subscribe button. My new kind of short-term goal here is to get to 10,000 subscribers, and we are really close, so I'd love to have you on board. Anyways, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next video. Bye.